West, and shouts out to Deion Watson once again. Shouts out to Darnell Smith. I want to thank all of y'all for joining me on this great Kuumba Day, right? This day of creativity where we come together and we build, right? Today, we're going to talk a little bit about the creativity, but for those down in Akron, I'm going to be popping up in Akron. I'm stopping by Louisiana Famous Fried Chicken. Yep. I'm stopping by a restaurant. I'm going to chill with my fam down there for a couple of hours. Yes, ma'am.
Can I take this computer upstairs?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And thank you for asking. All right. So, it's early morning. I took my shower. Well, it ain't really early, but you know, for some of us, it's early. It's that Kuumba Day where I usually sleep in. But I got to get ready because I'm on my way. I got to get this stuff together to go to Akron. I found out that in order to rent a car, since I'm not using a major credit card, I got to go on and get a bill. Well, Brother Hatim don't have a lot of bills in his name, although Brother Hatim pay a lot of bills and shit. Right? Go figure, right? I guess old habits die hard, right? You know what I'm saying? But I got my cell phone bill, which never shows a fucking zero balance. Never. You got to go in. I got to go into this place and explain to these people how my shit is on the zero balance. But, you know, hopefully it works. If not, I'll find another way to Akron. Got my 4 glasses. So, first things first, we are on Kuumba. And shouts out to Joe Berry. We on Kuumba today. For those that don't speak the language, Kuumba is creativity. The meiotic principle today is order. The color is orange. The hermetic law today is cause and effect. If you are a male and you were born on this day, your day name will be Kwame. If you are a female, your day name will be Ama. All right? Thank you for sharing, Joe Berry. Yep, drink your water. That's what we just got done doing. We're about to toast. Right after I get done with this, I got to go pick up the car. After I pick up the car, I'm going to pull out the latest batch of that ambrosia and get it ready because I'm taking some down to sit with my family down there, and I got to have some tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, we are having, just to keep the family informed, Tawi Village. I need to go to my email, so excuse me for a second, family. Yep, I should have had it ready, but I didn't. So I'm going to go to my email. And we need to look up because I want to let y'all know where it is. Because tomorrow we are having our Umoja Karamu at 1409 East Livingston Avenue. Umoja Karamu means Unity Feast in Swahili. The feast is based around 5 colors, which represent 7 historical periods in Kemetic and African history. The 7 historical periods of black family: African cosmology, African spirituality, black family in the motherland, black family during the Mayafa, emancipated black family struggle for liberation, black family looks to the future. Please join us in the celebration at 1409 East Livingston. Bring your family. Please bring food to share. All right? For information, you call Elder Alona Edwards at 614-783-7566. All right, so I will be in the place. I'm going to try to take some ambrosia without getting beat up by the elders because I don't have their batches ready, right? Because I got orders out, and I like to kind of fulfill the orders, but you know. Shouts out to Marcus Smith, Sr. Tomorrow it will start at, this is in Columbus, by the way, family, 11 a.m. at the Afrocentric Personal Development Shop, 1409 East Livingston Avenue. Come on out. Come on out. I don't know who's going to be doing the lesson, but I think Elder Tony going to be doing something. And I'm also going to try to I'm going to get permission to see if we can broadcast, because one of the things that I want to do is make sure that those that will be celebrating Kwanzaa, and you in the city where they might not have it, you can at least have the method and the philosophy behind doing it. You can have the proper tools to get your Kwanzaa stuff ready. You know what I'm saying? Kwanzaa is a excellent example of our creativity coming out, right? So we had an elder, a brother go, and he basically created this holiday, but actually he didn't create it. He looked at what already existed throughout Africa. One of the things that you start to notice is that in a lot of tradition, not just in African culture, but in a lot of traditional cultures, they will have harvest festivals because the family or the community was built around agricultural model, right? So during harvest times, there will be celebration because there will be plenty, right? So we will celebrate. And that's basically what we're doing with Kwanzaa, right? We just placed it where we placed it, or it's placed where it's placed because it's there to kind of combat that whole capitalist aspect of Christmas. You understand what I'm saying? Because with Kwanzaa, you're supposed to be making gifts by hand. You bring the family together, not just for one day, but for 7 days, and we celebrate as a group. We celebrate as a family. We celebrate as a tribe. We celebrate as a community, right? And in some cases, we celebrate as a city. For those of you that's been practicing it for a very long time, y'all have the whole city locked down during Kwanzaa. And if you don't, then we can start working on that, right? Because once we establish the right and the power of our ability to celebrate Kwanzaa, right? We establish this cultural stabilizer. I love that. Jackie came up with that. I love that. That we established this cultural stabilizer, which we can project into that whole year. By celebrating Kwanzaa, we inject our consciousness into the whole year. We inject it. Now, what I came up with was what I call Nguza Saba Challenge, where individual as one big village, right? And now I want you to understand what is a group of villages, right? A group of villages is a city. You see, I mean, because even if you look at the city models now, you are liable to find the word village in some of these places. Like in Columbus, they got little areas that are labeled as villages, and a group of villages come together to form a city, right? Now, yesterday I kind of went off talking about leadership, and I'm saying that we all aren't leaders. We all didn't come from kings and queens, and the king or the queen is not the most important part. It's just a part of who we are, and we have to understand that because there was different individuals that maintained and supported the community, and their roles are just as important. Now, although you might not be the king or queen, like for example in the military, when I was in the military and I went through basic training, one of the first things we started learning was we had different groups, right? In the military, you have different groups. So you have squads, and then you will have like 4 to 5 squads that will make a company. I can't remember the numbers exactly. Then you have a group of companies, maybe about 4 companies that will make up. We had squads, and then you had 4 squads made a platoon. Then 4 platoons made a company, and then I think 4 companies made something like a battalion, and it goes up the line. But in each one of those, you had individuals in leadership roles, and the leader's job was to make sure that everybody had what they needed to do what they were supposed to do. So the squad leaders need to make sure that all the tools that his squad has are available so that they could be successful. right? And then the person in charge of the platoon will have to make sure that all of those leaders had what they needed in order to make sure that they were able to provide it. And then you will have the commander of the company that will make sure. So you had different levels of leadership. The problem that I'm seeing is that we have people wanting to jump to the top of the leadership chain rather than working through the leadership chain, right? You automatically think because you have a certain amount of knowledge that you should automatically be put right up at the top of the leadership chain when there's a process through which you make it up to that top. And all I'm saying is that everybody can't be at the top. So until we start establishing the processes in our community through which individuals can show that they are dedicated to the community, that they are dedicated to the mission of the organization, then once they work their way through, then they could be put at top. Right now, what we got pocket scholars, we got instant scholars, instant masters now, because you can get information on the internet, but information does not make you wise. The use of the information that you have, the application of the information that you have, right, puts you in a position to where you are able to move through the ranks, and then moving through the ranks, move to the top. Now, what we have to set up in each city is those processes through which people could do that. Now, where is my last little bit of tea? And we made it just in time. All right. Just in time. Let's get it. We about to do this libation because my ride is on his way. And I want to get ready so I can get my kids ready. I don't know what I'm going to do with my girl's hair. Golly. All right, so today is Kuumba, and we're celebrating the creativity in each one of us. So we lift up our glass. Make sure I got all the ancestors together. Okay, got it. Got everything I need. So first, calling the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute. We toast all of those. My fault. We toast the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we say, oh my God, I messed up so bad. Oh, okay, Spreaker, we on. All right, let me start over, family. I'm sorry. I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey. Anime, get it together. Good God Almighty. Just, come on. We'd like to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Actually, it's just Gye-Nyame Journey. This is the podcast and the live stream. Of course, you know this is a daily toast, and this is a Heart of December production. Yeah, well, we strive to blow up those old paradigms. Back to the toast. Calling on creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We call that great force into our life. We become conscious of it. We wake up and we start seeing the effects of this creator around us and working within us. So we lift up our glass to the first ancestor and we say, Ashe. From there, we move on to our personal ancestors. We call on all those individuals in our lives that help form and mold us into who we are today. The good and the bad. We lift up our glass and we salute those ancestors. We want to salute those individuals that was in the right place at the right time in order to hook up and link up with other individuals to form the gene pool out of which we came. So we lift up the glass and we salute those ancestors. Right here, you start calling your personal ancestors, and I'll start calling mine. I call on Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robin and Texana Davis, Herm Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, Georgia William Walton, Kristen Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Geneva Brown, Cleveland Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Nikki Ellis, Katie Ellis, Wash Ellis Jr., Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, Montague Pittman L., John Fallard, Nomo X, Pet Ma Ra, Mama Malika, Elder Millie Dixon, Elder Farmer, Dr. Marianne Williams, Mama, I already said Mama Malika, Tony Clark, Elder Coleman, Ron Coleman, Elder Ajani. We lift up our glass and we say, no, we don't, no, my fault, family. Y'all must forgive me. So from last year's Kwanzaa, and this is what I'm going to put the ancestors in. I'm putting it together. I got to figure out how to get it down to this size, but I'm quite sure they'll be able to do it. But this is the book from the 50th. So the one this time is going to look better. Nice cardstock, nice quality. This is a book that we give out during Kwanzaa. Sterling and Lucy Wright, Derek L. Pulliam, the Luxor brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Mrs. Marie McDowell. Shouts out to Little Mike T. Thank you for joining us. Right now, we're coming from the Tyree list. We got Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, and Phyllis Rose. That's from the Tyree Village. Now, here's from the list that I got from you, family. Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Carol Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williamson, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Randleman. All right. Make sure I got it. And I'm still working on some of the pronunciations. Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Ware, Levita Farmer, Rio Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, William Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh. Oh, yeah, Mark Walsh. I got to write that right. Merrill B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Erskine Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keechler Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mary Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, Essie Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West, James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry Worlds, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Gross, Bessie Johnson, Hattie Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Imhotep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lucia and Eleanor Howell, Frank and Russelin Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vina Triggs. That's all I got from y'all, family. So we're going to be adding those to the list, and we're going to be moving on. So we toast them and we say, Ashe. All right, now from there, we move on to the present moment. Right now, we are in the day of Kuumba, and we already read through the principles of the day. But let's listen. Let's learn something from the emotional emancipation circles, African-centered cultural virtues, and value system. Today, in Wolof, the term is Job, or Job, or Jub. Good character, just, honest, righteous. A con ethic, strong character. Traditional Yoruba today is Oju Inu, insight. Woo! So we lift up the glass to the present moment. Family, all of our power flows in this moment. All that we are able to accomplish is done in the moment. So we need to always remember to uplift ourselves in this moment, because we are the living enactment of our ancestors. And from the energy of the past, they have created us in the moment. We exist in the moment so we can remember them and keep them alive and keep their energy flowing so that they can assist us in using this now to form the future. So now, from this now, we salute it and we say Ashe. From there, we move to our future generations, and we toast our children in advance. We toast our children, our children's children, on into infinity. And we realize that we are responsible for the next 7 generations. So the legacy that we leave will affect our people for the next 7 generations. So the question we constantly have to be asking ourselves is if we are doing the work to lay down a firm and strong foundation for our children and our children's children on to infinity, because we are generational people and we come back through our bloodlines. So we want to make sure that if and when we do come back, we are coming back to situations that are better than when we left. So we lift up our glass to those future generations and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on and we toast all of our relations. We toast all of the beings around us, the 4-legged, the 2-legged, the winged, the those that swim in the water. We salute all of the elements. We salute all the directions. We lift up our glass to all those relations and we say Ashe. Last but not least, family, the most important of all, I toast you. I toast you. I toast the amazing being that you are, or the amazing being that's bubbling around in you, that's trying to get out. And I toast and I pray that it finds a way out to express your magnificence in the world. So we lift up the glass and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. Make sure you got your health drink, family. Let's toast these ancestors. Drink up. Now I got to get out of here. I got to get this car ready. I got to find, I don't know what I'm going to do with these girls' hair. Oh my God. All right. But I'm on my way to Akron, and those that's in Akron, make sure you patronize the business. Is the Louisiana famous fried chicken. It is at 61 East Waterloo Road, Akron, Ohio, 44319. I'll be stopping in the place today. I can't wait to get down there because I want to see what my uncle building down there. All right. So we lift up the glass and we salute all of you, man. Now, I could do some call-ins, or if y'all got questions that y'all want to ask about anything. You know what I'm saying? We could talk about the ancestors. We could talk about the folktale of the week. We could talk about the proverbs of the week. You know what I'm saying? Or we could just talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a couple of minutes, and I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to sit. As a matter of fact, I think I'm going to play y'all a little bit of music. Some local music. Let's see. Playlist. Let's see. Ashe, Ashe. Shouts out to Miss Dion Watson. She also said some more. Right on, man. My ancestor energy flowed through me daily. I didn't get this way by myself or my mother. Exactly. I mean, it's like this energy. I mean, we are energy, right? And it's been transferred through the generations, and we are the highest point of that energy, family. And the thing that we always got to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, am I representing my gene pool? Am I representing my family line to the highest point? Because you are the highest point of evolution until you give birth to your children. Once you give birth to your children, you got to start forming them as the next stage of energy of our ancestral lineage. Family. And we are, because really, when you start thinking about it like that, it makes it hard for you to kind of slack off. It makes it kind of hard for you to do some of the stuff that you usually might do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, damn, if I'm the highest level of evolution in my line, right? And all these millions of people that came before me that poured their genes into what I came out of, right? And I'm supposed to be representing something bigger than myself. It makes it kind of hard for you to be out here messing up and doing foolish things, because you carrying a lot of stuff on you, right? A lot of responsibility. Your responsibility is to carry on your line, right? So, shouts out to Kevin Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we got to always remember that, family. So, is there any comments or any other questions that y'all want me to deal with before I get up and get out of here? Because we got time. It's Kuumba. You know what I'm saying? Well, I would have had time, but I had to rush around and try to find these bills. Let me like that. All right, cool. All right. So, anything else? Nothing else? All right, family. Let me see. What can I get y'all out on?
Honoring those who made the sacrifice. Those who died.
This is Ashe by DJ
deep in the
Four
Atlantic
Corners of
Ocean.
the Earth.
Those ancestors.
That's Allende on the drum.
And taken to another land. We honor you. I say. We honor those freedom fighters like Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Mary Bethune, Nat Turner, and the thousands of others who fought, who bled, who died. I say. We honor those, the unknown warriors, whose names we don't know, who fought, who bled and died for freedom. As we pour and we say, I say. We honor the unborn children who will continue the legacy of sacrifice, who will fight in honor of those who fought the fight. I say. We call out to those. Join the fight. Join the fight. And continue to honor those who fought, who bled, and who died. I say. We pour libations and honor those who fought the fight. I get up, stand up, get up, stand up, stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Marcus, Malcolm, Martin, Harriet, Bethune, Turner. I say, get up, stand up. I say, stay in the fight. Fight with all your might. Take the time to up. I say, get up, stand up. I say, take the time to honor those who fought the fight. Get up, stand up, get up, stand up, get up, get up. I say, stay in the fight, fight with all
I am so sorry. Spreaker, I be messing up. I have to apologize. I need to remind you that you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Said that wrong too. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey. This is the podcast as well as the live stream on Facebook. We did the Daily Toast. I done sipped up 1 glass of that green tea. I'm about to go down here and check on this batch I got brewing down here. But of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. Where we do nothing but strive to blow up those old...
Mr. Diddy.